Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get them going. Off of play action, Hill. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Hill. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 50 yards. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Hurts. Underneath, he's got Olsen. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there to start. Just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They go play fake, and it's Hill. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Now it's Hill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little.
Pressure comes and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. "31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Able to slither by. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 39 yards there, a big one.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy. Because
and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Najee Harris, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Play action. It's Hill. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Hill. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Hill now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Hill.
That's down the field for Jefferson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Justin Jefferson, 85 yards. And the Jags come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Hill looks to throw.
That one complete. It's tanked down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Hill. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Harris is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now here's another carry for Harris. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Hill completes this to Jefferson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Desperation time on 4th for Hill. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Alongside Brock Heward in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we usually at this point talk about a quarterback, talk about a game-breaking running back, a home run hitter when it comes to wideouts. No. Today, before this one, we're talking about a couple of tight ends.
And what a great game it is, Kate, to spotlight that position because we have two of the league's best. And when you go back and you watch the tape after the fact, when the ground game's running wild, it's usually these tight ends making blocks. When the passing game is getting it done, well, they play a role in the air as well. They don't get the headlines like you talked about. But these guys, man, they are cornerstones of their offense.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air with May. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down throw for May. That pass complete to Irving. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the gun, it's May. Connecting on the slant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. To the air yet again, May. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find...
And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this.
Ready up! 1918! Let's go!
This is Harris on second down. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. Here he is on third and long. Caught into the hands of the rookie from Florida. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Going option, headed left on this first down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, it's not a sack, but these edge players love chasing down runs for negative plays and tackles for loss.
All right, here we go. Second down. Back to throw. Hill. That pass caught by Tate Dell. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Running back sent in motion. Back to throw. Hill. Oh, he loses the football. And it's picked out by the Giants. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Hill. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up second down.
Let's go now. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 79 Broncos. Go track, go track.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up third down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Motioning the tight end now. Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
From the red zone now. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. This one misses the tight end. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Here's Hill now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Hill. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Here comes the final play of our first half. Here's Harris. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Packers cut it to just a point before halftime. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that, that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Come on, set, turn.
A carry by Harris here to start the drive. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here's 2nd and 5. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Let's go.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They give to Harris from the gun. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 18 Raptors, 18 Pioneer.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. This one quickly to Dell. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. But the defense is really... Second and 13. Caught near the goal line. And he's touched down after a nice pick up there to get the first.
right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Ready?
First and 10.
Go! Ready?
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's a 2nd and 9.
60 Maverick. 6. Ready, right?
Now, Vic. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really, it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To the air. It's Vic. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Oh my God, bro.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Trap 60. Let's go now. Street.
Tight end going in motion here.
19 tight. 19 tight. Warrior 70. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. Now we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter at... A give, and here comes Harris. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This is caught. Downfield, it's Dell. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll be taken down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. Is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal, and at the very least got to come away with some points.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. Inside the 40.
Oh my God, I actually got a turn on him.
And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Eagles. They'll line it up to kick the extra point.
Yeah, no second lead really shows anyone.
He's got it. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed right. Right back to the air following that pick 6. Completes the... He's hit after the catch and the ball comes free. The Eagles have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. Now it is 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set.
Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss. It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
I'm staying.
Okay, ready?
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal.
60 Eagles, 60, trap 60, trap 60.
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They send Edwards in motion. On 3rd down, it's Vick. That one intercepted.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. On the quick slant, it's caught by Tank. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
18 left, 18 pioneer. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19, Warriors 70. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That is caught inside of the end zone. Najee Harris, touchdown, Green Bay.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready? Big Lion. Ready.
Throwing is Vic. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
A run with Harris. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's got his man, complete to Dell. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Looking middle and complete with Allen.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
So, points at 8. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
He'll drop to throw. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Devondre Campbell.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
This is 1st and 10. Here's Vic. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Robinson. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
79 Broncos.
Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Packers will take over at their own 14-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
That ball intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Well, what this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth, he certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Here's Vic. He'll hang on to it. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Cougar 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Go.
Throwing now. Vic. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
And in this situation, Mike, with time running down, an incompletion here is not the worst thing in the world. Remember, you're already well within scoring range. Now you're just trying to get...
Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The Packers have it.
Just a critical error here, Mike, at this stage in the game. You understand this defense, they are desperate for a stop. They've got to get you off the field, and one of the easiest ways to do it, create a takeaway. You have to secure the ball. Of course, points are great, but none of it matters if you turn the ball over, and these are the kind of mistakes that decide ball games late.
Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That is left side and taken in by Allen.
They still have that timeout in their back pocket, so they can still throw the ball anywhere on the field. They've got to generate a chunk play, call timeout, and either try a long field goal or just chuck it deep into the end zone.
That's into the hands of Dell on the right side.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. That one good for 26 yards. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to win the game. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Top low 18. Warriors 70.
Here we go. One final play. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. So, it's a win for the Packers. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Harris starts the drive on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Hill. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Watson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. That's into the hands of the rookie from Florida. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. Play fake. Hill. Pass caught by Pearsall. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. No score after one on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Hill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Harris running straight ahead. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Now that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after them, because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Najee Harris, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Cut 19. Here we go. Set. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Here's Stewart to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on. Set. 19 Lions. Ready.
To throw from his end zone. Stewart. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing now, Stewart. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. It got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
What a play that turns out to be, 36
Oh,
yards.
why did he run to inside like that?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check smash, check smash. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Stewart. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Stewart sets to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Here we go, here we go. Street, street. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Go check, go check. Get it. 19 tight, 19 tight.
The final shot before break. Stewart flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I just...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo.
And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they...